It's the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats Lake Martin. It's the second stop of the ABT South. And welcome, everybody. I'm Robbie Floyd. This is Wind Creek State Park. This is Kate Donaldson, the program director of the ABT. And boy, it's another year, another time at Martin. I'm expecting a ton of catches today.
You know, everything that we heard all week long from the anglers, you know, kind of the dock talk was you can catch plenty of fish. It's those who are going to be able to catch that 5-pounder that are going to find themselves at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be lacking as far as the numbers are concerned. What, we have 225 boats that take off on this day. Was it last year or year before last? 221 of those 225 caught a limit of fish.
You know, guys are going to weigh in today. It's the second tournament of the season, and they're trying to make it to that championship. And some of those guys are trying to make it on to the Bassmaster Team Championship. So you're going to see a lot of fish come across the scales today. So it's going to be a long way in, but that's okay.
A lot is on the line, and a lot of fish will cross the scales. How big are those fish? We'll have to wait and see. They're guessing possibly between 16 and 18 pounds it could take to win this event. Now let's go out on the water with our Academy Sports and Outdoors first cast of the day.
I'm glad to see what I'm seeing right now. I see old school spring fishing. We got back, we're in the kind of the mid to back of Kalijah Creek, and look at the water. I don't know if we can see this really well. You might not be able to tell on camera, but we got some stain in the water, and these guys are fishing old school. They're slinging jigs, they're throwing a buzzbait. They are springtime fishing, how a lot of us grew up fishing, and I like to see that because there are a lot of, nowadays we're seeing a bunch of live scoping going on. And there's a great debate about it, but there's something special about springtime fishing, slacklining one when you get a bite under a dock. You can see how in sync they are. These guys have a tenure in the ABT. Definitely guys to watch, and look, they're switching rods. This is old school. This is how a lot of us grew up fishing.
Well, we have made the run, we'll call it upriver. We've caught up with boat number 161, Tim Peake and Byron Smith. Guys, the rain didn't show up, so it went away. We're a good day, right?
That's right.
We'll take this kind of fishing today, I think.
We're glad.
How was practice for y'all?
Tons of fish.
Caught a lot of fish?
The fish are bigger down here,
Gotcha.
as a general rule. Caught one on the first cast. So.
Did you catch one? I was going to ask next, how many you got in the box?
Some people think that's bad luck. I think it's great
No,
luck.
first cast won it last time, so we were at Pickwick last week, so.
Nice little shaky head man right there.
We got a fish on here. We got a good hook set too.
You keep them.
That makes two.
Big B, Brian Stifler not here, so Ben Black having to do double duty. And dude, you already got 3 fish. I mean, it's just showing Brian what the possibilities would be, Ben.
Brian knows exactly what the possibilities would be right here.
Yeah.
He knows this is 5 for about 8 pounds.
Yeah, he's thinking 5 for 8, and he might catch all 5 while we're on here. You've caught 2 or 3 just as we were talking to that last pair. This is not known for a big fish spot, but you can get a limit pretty quick, can't you?
That's the goal. We want to go to Lay Lake in October, so we're trying to get 5, and then we can go do something different.
But you see the calm as I'm talking here, and I know Darian, you can't see it. As he's talking, he actually had a fish on with what was it? What was the bait of choice this time?
That was just a shaky head.
So a shaky head fish. He's looking to work through some baits with a 12-inch minimum. You don't have to have a big one to have a keeper. What did she measure?
13 and a half.
13 and a half. It's a whopper.
How y'all doing?
Good, how y'all?
Good, you got any fish?
So we got 4.
4, how much they weigh?
7. Yeah. We got 1 we need to weigh in, the other 3 got to go.
There we go.
Good start, though.
CJ Knight and Anthony Goggins got 4 fish in the box, just missed 1. And they say they got their eyes on one that was here the other night. So hopefully she's still there, kind of words. If you can get what I'm putting down. So kind of in the back of a little pocket here. Got a lot of docks around us. Fish on.
Come
big spot. Yes! That's a nice one there, huh? That's a nice spotted bass there. Little wormback. I think you got a couple of buddies with him. Have a second bite on it.
Ooh, we got one loaded up. All it took was just, coming live to ours, and we got a spinnerbait fish there, Jason. I was about to say the techniques are a little different here than I've seen this morning. We've got spinnerbait in front and crankbait in back, and both have caught fish. It's gonna be close to a keeper. This is boat number 190, Scott McDonald, Ty McDonald. Old McDonald has a fish, E-I-E-I-O.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
Big banks only care about one thing, ROI. So when it comes to your small business, you can expect a big no. At AmFirst, we don't just invest in your business, we invest in you and your goals. With great rates on loans, lines of credit to help you grow, and business checking accounts. Because at AmFirst, business is personal.
She grew up fast. Will she remember these times and continue the tradition? You better believe it. Tell a new fish story with Garmin.
Oh, you got one?
He ain't big. I was hooked up on something. Okay. But he ain't big.
Yeah. You're good, you're good.
That's a player.
Tyler Malone and Cade Law, we did finally catch up with them. They were bouncing around a lot, so we've done our best to be able to catch up with them. And they pull into a pocket here. They've got a couple fish located in here, and they're doubled up on the dock you're looking at right there. So they did put another one in the boat. So when I first talked to them, we were pulling in, they originally had 2 over 3, and then 3 a little over a pound. So they were sitting you know, close to 10 maybe pounds, but now I would say they're probably more pushing a little over 11 with that last fish catching call. So guys do have the trolling motor on high. They are definitely, you can see right now, throwing a wake just with the trolling motor and catching some good fish.
Well, I've got the Millers, and I want to do this. I want to knock this out real quick because they've got a cool deal going on. They got a 1-2 punch. We were talking about y'all fishing on the bank. It looks like you're largemouth fishing on the bank, but you've got your eyes on the graph. Can you talk about that just real quickly before y'all make your next run?
Yeah, well, I guess in practice we noticed they're suspending off the bank a little bit, and then we can see them suspended when we're fishing on the bank, just panning, just keeping our eyes open, and just looking for any fish that's not suspendable.
So you're feeling for a bite while you're cranking or throwing a spinner, whatever, feeling for a bite, but you got your eyes on the graph the whole time looking for suspended fish.
And then if we see one suspended, we'll cast with the Mickey rig out there, and if they bite, they bite.
There you go.
Looks like Tim Hurst throwing some type of big bait up there towards the front, and Mark with a little less presentation, but Tim Hurst, Mark McCaig, former champions on the Alabama Bass Trail, Angler of the Year champions, event winners. Don't know what boat number they are. I ain't even got time to look at that. I just wanted to come up here and talk to him. Now, one thing is, he was making sure that boat number 8, as we came in here, we were not on plane. He was wanting to make sure it did not disturb it. And one thing about Lake Martin is you'll see a lot of docks. There is a ton of docks. They're not fishing those docks. They're fishing off of those docks. So this will be what I expected to see this week. What's your count today? You got any in the live well?
We got 5.
5 fish for how much?
7 or 8 pounds.
Okay, it's a good start. What's your big?
2 pounders.
Okay, so you don't have a 3 or 2.
No, none of them are big yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's the game plan here?
Man, right now we just scrambling. You know, we didn't practice. We just running history. And,
not scoping right now.
Yeah, right now we hoping, not scoping.
Hoping and not scoping. That is a good line from Lisa right there. Hoping and not scoping.
Maybe I should be.
Lisa did have a hook set when we pulled up on her. Lisa, what was that? A little nibble there or what?
Missed opportunities.
Opportunities.
A missed opportunity.
Fish on, fish on. Patrick was just asking if we had any lucky fish catches in the box, and turn around and Lisa's setting the hook.
This segment of the Alabama Bass Trail is sponsored by Rapala, VMC, Crush City, and TH Marine.
Y'all know what's better than one biscuit? 2 biscuits. Take your pick of 2 handmade biscuits for just $5.55. Choose between the sausage, egg, and cheese or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. Ain't got to be a math whiz to see this deal. Jack's, all about the South.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
We're a big old Southern family here, so we know how to cook. We're doing chicken sandwiches the Southern way. There's our new blackened chicken sandwich, smothered cheesy bacon, and classic Southern fried. Try them today, only at Jack's.
This might be a good one. Huh? No, it ain't. Damn, it's a damn good one fighting my head.
Dick, who they gotta be?
got a better one. Oh,
Told you there was another one on that point. It was little today.
Got a high five to Cole, but
All right, guys, we found you. What y'all got?
We got three little bitty ones.
A lot of times for y'all, a little bitty one's a 3-pounder.
Oh, no, they're little bitty. I think some big fish in here yesterday, but the water turned up.
Really?
One on bed somewhere right here, but the water's come up.
How much did the water came up since yesterday?
It looks like it's coming up a good foot or so.
Thank you.
These guys have done amazing here. They've got 2 wins, 2 second-place finishes, a 5th-place finish, and a 9th-place finish. That is the lowest they have finished in the ABT here, in 9th place. They've won an AOY. They finished in the top 5 a few times in the AOY. So these guys are definitely a team to watch. We caught up with them a few seconds ago, and they got a small limit, and they're looking to upgrade it. So they're sitting on about 10 or 11 pounds. Boat number 169, so they got plenty of time still to fish. They're kind of just bouncing around to these pockets or kind of staying back out away from them to give them a chance to make that upgrade that they need to make.
So pulling up on Adamson and Lloyd, 2 heavy hitters of the Alabama Bass Trail, already have 5 fish limit early in the day, but about 9 pounds. So this should put them right around where they need to be, looking to upgrade as the day goes on. Now caught them on a structure bug, also some crankbait fish. They're just hitting pocket after pocket and just trying to find where they are. They're going as shallow as you can right now, hoping they're moving up the bank.
Obviously, we're in a real flat banks, spawning pockets. Did y'all see any bedfish in practice?
Man, I only got to come yesterday and I knocked the foot off the boat about 10 o'clock. So
Did you really?
Yeah, I didn't have long to fish.
Wow.
But I didn't see any on the bed. I think the spots are probably spawning.
Yeah.
I think there's some up on this boat. But
y'all just think these flat banks like this is where they're coming in these kind of banks to spawn these kind of pockets?
That big one we caught this morning was, I would definitely say spawn.
Yeah.
May not be able to see them, but they're down there doing, they know what time of year it is.
That's right.
Guys, y'all catching them?
Not too many of them. We got 4. We don't have a limit yet.
What kind of size though?
Not much. We got 1 2-pounder and a couple pound-and-a-halfers.
They have right around 11 pounds. Said they were really trying to hunt for a big one right now and trying to work it around and take their time to find what they need to upgrade. They had bounced around in the little pocket they were already in. Really kind of going to the back of those toes and making a few casts and making a move. There goes the fish catch. So we're keeping that size fish, that's tough.
The Alabama Bass Trail, brought to you by Garmin, Power Pole, Big Bite Baits, FishAlabama.org, and AmFirst.
In the relentless pursuit of domination on the water, one name stands above the rest. TH Marine's Atlas Jackplate. The power behind champions since 2007. The driving force that propels you to victory. More winners choose Atlas. For the fisherman who demands the best, Atlas delivers. Because every move counts. More winners choose Atlas.
Research and development is more than just time in the shop for us. It's time out here. Sweating the details. Making boats that work as well in the real world as they do on paper. From our R&D team to our anglers on the water, we have the knowledge and passion to build you the finest fishing platform in the world.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
The best fishing spots hook your heart and reel you back again and again and again. Whether the bucket mouths are biting or the tall tails are flowing, it's always a good time. Anyone, anywhere can get fishing for less. Have fun out there.
Josh Chapel, Paul Davis. Big guns on the Alabama Bass Trail. Look how y'all had a good day. Will it be enough to get up there in that 10, 11, 12-pound range? Yes, I do see a 10. Two of them, in fact. 10-10. That's not a bad day.
We've been catching them after lunch, and we were hoping the sun came out a little bit in the afternoon, but it just never did. And our boat number hurt us a little bit, too, because we were catching them, from lunch on, but just caught one good one and couldn't catch anything to go with it.
Mark McCaig, Tim Hurst. Guys, you don't even have to wait for me. Let's just do it. When I saw them earlier, they had like 7 pounds. Let's just say they upgraded just a little bit. These are former Anglers of the Year on the Alabama Bass Trail, looking for 1333, 1465. We're almost to 15 pounds.
We had about 8 or 9 pounds when we seen him this morning. We had 1, 2 something in there, and then it's 5 keepers. Then about 10:30 or so, we caught that biggest one, a 4.5 pounder, and then he called several times throughout the day, and then late in the day, he caught another one that was nearly 4.
The next one, this one right here, we're going to weigh a big one. So I guess they got a pretty good bag of fish. Well, they got 5 fish. Go move them into the top 10 at 11:36. And you got a big one, huh? What's the big one going to weigh?
He caught one about 5, 5 1/4.
Ooh, and that could be our Mountain Dew Big Bass. You know how much that's worth?
$1,000.
$1,000. Let's find out. You need 466 to, 466 to take the lead. 468. They did it by 2 100ths of a pound right now.
Boat number 34 just took over big fish of the tournament. Who caught it?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you get to him?
Chatterbait, mini chatterbait.
Yeah, mini chatterbait.
Mini.
What, anything special, a trailer or anything?
Just a white and chartreuse trailer. Just a white and chartreuse chatterbait.
Slow rolling it?
Slow rolling it.
Did you have to find the mud we don't catch them in the mud?
Yeah, we caught them in mud.
Oh, y'all had a good day. Let's find out what they've got. Again, to take the lead is 1465. They're not in the lead, but they are into second place with 1355. Great job, guys. Get to shake your hand. We need 12-18 to get in the top 10. We've got that almost by a pound. 13-16 going to put them into 4th place. A tie for 4th place, but still great job in that top 5.
Big fish was 559. You said you got the big one on chatterbait?
Chatterbait at like 340.
Wow. That makes for an eventful last few minutes.
Well, I told him, I said, we're done. I said, because we had 3 rats in the boat, and I said, we're done. I mean, because we zeroed on Jordan. I said, we got to have something, and I cast it up. She got hung up in all that stuff. It was lucky.
They say 1 big fish, but we need 1465 to take the lead. Lindsay and Holt have 1428. So close. Hey, that is a good day. And look at that. 1420. I mean, you're less than half a pound out of the lead, and it's still good money. Our Mountain Dew Big Bass is $5.59. Let me change that. Our Mountain Dew Big Bass was $5.59. Our Mountain Dew Big Bass now, 6.26 pounds. Our first 6-pounder of the tournament. How about a round of applause for these guys? Congratulations. Well, Kay Hurst and McKay caught 1465, not the 16 to 18 pound. I think it surprised them a little bit, but what we weren't surprised was the numbers. I mean, look at all the boats that took off this morning. Almost every single one of them had a limit.
You know, that's a great thing about Lake Martin. We always say if you want to really get someone addicted to bass fishing, bring them to Lake Martin because they're not going fishing, they're going catching.
And guys, it had to feel special for you now, the third win on the Alabama Bass Trail. You do north, you do south, but every win's special, but now a $15,000 play day plus the Phoenix First Flight.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, we were in the first flight, and we joked last night and said, let's be the first person to ever win at Lake Martin in the first flight in the springtime, you know, because it just usually doesn't happen. Usually the last flight they bite, you know, and it's just random. You don't know what you're going to get, but we were very happy. But when we weighed in, we didn't think we were going to win.
It seems like, guys, the teams that are at the top were also at the top at Jordan. I mean, I think we're going to have a very tight race for Angler of the Year. You've done it before. Do you think you have an advantage at all knowing how to be consistent for 5 events?
I don't think you ever have an advantage over these guys. I mean, we practice hard, we fish hard, and we go to the next one. You know, win, lose, or draw.
And they win, Kay. That's the third time.
Third time, first time in the South Division.
Yeah, so another point. We'll take it.
There you go.
What's next week? The
Smith
Alabama Bass Trail from Smith Lake. It's the next stop of the ABT North, and you can find us right here once again.